Happy Thursday. It's Pretend Friday. No school tomorrow. Hi, guys. Welcome to describing equal parts, halves, thirds, and fourths. Today we are going to use what we learned yesterday about breaking up a rectangle into smaller squares, and then we're going to describe those equal shares. So even looking here, I love these. I thought they were so cute. Look at this right here. There is a watermelon and it is divided or partitioned into how many parts? 3. So we call that thirds, divided into thirds. What about the pizza? It was a circle. They divided it into 4 pieces. So that is called fourths. We also call it quarters. Kind of like quarters with money, same thing. Or time. What about the apple? What was the apple cut into? Half. Yeah. 2 pieces, you have half. I get a half, you get a half. This is real life. So we are going to go through quite a bit of vocabulary, okay? So we are going to focus, right? Let me see if I can do this arrow. Ooh, new things every day. We are going to not just focus on drawing those lines to divide the rectangle, but we're going to partition circles and rectangles. Now, when I say rectangles, that also includes squares because technically a square is a rectangle. Technically. All right, we're going to partition circles and rectangles into halves, thirds, and fourths. So a half is into 2 parts, equal parts. Thirds is in 3 parts, and fourths is in 4 parts. Now, we'll learn how to do this multiple ways next week. Today, we're just going to do it the normal way. All right? All right, so there's a lot more here, but what I really want us to focus on is just that line right there, okay? Let's clear and let's move and go. So today is Happy Thursday. So you're going to watch this video with me to learn about these fractions. Then you have to go on Pearson Realize. And I want you to complete the 13-6 practice buddy. Okay? That's on fractions. It will be there for you today. If you're done and you're like, Miss Negron, I could use some more practice. Or, Miss Negron, I'm feeling pretty good. I want to keep on going with this. Or maybe tomorrow, since there's no school, you're bored. You can go on IXL. IXL, I put these 3 lessons on there for you as recommended lessons. So you can go, let me show you. Let's clear this out. Let me just show you where those things are real quick. So when you go, let's take this one on my page and click on IXL. It is right here. 8 skills suggested by your teacher. I'll take away the 2D and 3D shape stuff and just leave half, thirds, fourths, halves, thirds, fourths, equal parts. All right. Whatever the new ones are, those are usually at the top right here. All right. Now, if you don't have time, that's totally fine because all I'm really grading is what you do on Pearson Realize right here. So Pearson Realize, you click your book right here, You click my work. Hi, I am Jordan today. My work, and it will be right here. It's not there yet until the next morning. So when I'm doing this video, I'm doing it the day before. That way it's ready for you. Okay, so anyways, let's get to work. Halves, thirds, and fourths. What I first want to do is stop sharing, and I want to show you. This is kind of embarrassing, but whatever. Remember my banana bread, right? And we cut it into 8 equal squares, right? I don't even want to show you guys this. This is so bad. Okay, so we partitioned it into 8 parts. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Look at how much I ate. I ate 4 pieces. Oh, it's so bad. Well, I mean, I ate 2 yesterday. And I ate 2 today. I mean, they were tiny pieces, right? It's not that bad, I hope. Okay, so how much of my banana bread did I eat? Did I eat a third, a half, or a fourth? I ate half of it. Look at this. Oh, I can write on the bottom here. Oh, look how cool that is. I'm gonna have to watch this really well, but whatever. Look it. I ate half of my banana bread. Ah! Oh no. All right. So looking here, I ate 1/2. That was an equal part, okay? 2 pieces right here. Now, what I want to do is go with you through some of the things that you'll see in your math book if we were at school. Okay, let's do red because that looks good. All right. This is not an equal share, okay? It's not fair. Look at how much you would get versus the other person. It's not equal, okay? This is a non-example. Now, are these shares equal? 3 equal means the same. Are those 3 shares the same? Yeah. So these shares are called thirds. Now, if I shared this with 2 other people, is that fair? No, this is not thirds. All right, what about in fourths? 4 pieces. This is 4 equal shares, right? They divided it just like this. These are not fourths. Look at this. You get this little sliver and I get this large chunk. No, 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 no. That is not cool. I'm not about that. Now you can show fourths. Look at all these ways you can show fourths. You can divide it all kinds of different ways and it's still equal parts. So let's go to the next page. Let's take a look at some of our book here. Let's work on some vocabulary. I'm always pushing that vocabulary and making sure that you're using the right words. All right. So let me get some text. 3 equal shares. Uh-oh. I need to make 3 equal shares. Well, let's divide it like this. The best I can. Sorry. Oops. All right. If I have a rectangle, I can divide it up and down. If you're looking at my video right here, it's easier for me to draw. Or I can divide a rectangle sideways for 3 equal parts or 3 equal shares. Now, each one of these shares, we say 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. All right. So I went on my board and I did it that way and I did it that way. So each share is 1/3 of the whole. 1/3 of the whole. Each whole is broken in, or not broken, partitioned into 3 parts. Okay? 3 parts. Now, if I am making 4 equal shares, let's see. If I were you right now in this video, I would draw a rectangle with me. So let's try 2 ways to make 4 equal shares using rectangles, okay? So if you have a paper or a board or something, draw 2 rectangles. Okay, here's our 2 rectangles. Now we're going to divide them or partition them into 4 equal parts. So, I mean, there's so many ways you can do this. You can make a plus sign. That's 4 equal parts. Now, I will say you cannot go diagonally. It won't be equal. Okay? Don't go diagonally. Because if you look, this part is actually not the same. Okay? When we're talking about equal parts, that does not count. So you could also go up and down. That's 4 equal parts. You could even go side by side. That's 4 equal parts. Okay, so there's a few different ways that you could have done that. Now let's look at that vocabulary. So important. Okay. Oh, it erased everything. I did that. Oops. Okay. Each share is 1/4 of the whole. I wish it put of. 1/4 of the whole. So this right here, this piece is 1/4 of the whole. All right. Each whole is partitioned into fourths. All right. Now, circles are kind of weird. I will tell you that right now. Circles get a little bit interesting when you are partitioning them. I've been losing my eraser every day. I don't know. Circles are very interesting. Okay, so look at this apple here. If I want to divide it into 2 equal parts or equal shares, I just draw a line straight down the middle. Now this line might be up and down, it might be diagonal or side by side. It really doesn't matter because it depends on which way you're looking at the circle. So when you're drawing it, you could have a circle and draw a line this way. That's 2 equal shares. You could have a circle and draw a line this way. Okay? As long as you're not doing this. Is that equal? No, not equal at all. Now, I'll do this now. Thirds. Thirds with a circle gets very, very weird. Fourths is easy. 4 pieces, just make a plus sign. But with thirds, if I'm looking at an apple and I want to partition this into 3 pieces, oh no. All right, let's see what I can do. Oh goodness, I'm gonna break my marker board. Okay. Oh no. There's 1. It's not even gonna be equal. 2, 3. Okay. So I have 3 parts. Now they're not completely equal. I tried. It was kind of hard to do, but you get the point. So look here. If I have a circle, I do what you just make a peace sign. Okay? Here, go to the middle, draw a line to the side, and a line diagonally. It's like a peace sign. All right, so let's get some more practice going with these equal parts. Leon cut a waffle into halves. Oops. Why did it do that? No, stop. Okay. Leon cut a waffle into halves. Draw lines to show 3 different ways he could have cut the waffle. So we need a square. So if you have paper or a board or whatever you have, 3 different ways to make this square partition it into halves. I would just draw 3 squares. How many of you did it diagonally, like a peanut butter and jelly? I love it that way. How many of you just did it straight up and down? Or maybe even side by side? Yeah, see, not too bad, not too hard, right? All right, so let's take a look at some more problems here. I want you to pay attention to this one. This one I find very important. Okay? Matt wants a flag that shows fourths. Which flags could Matt use? Choose all that apply. Which ones show fourths? So 4 equal parts. This one, this one, and this one. Now think, why is this one not equal? Why is that not equal? It's 4 pieces, right? It's 4 parts. Yeah, this one over here in this corner, it's a lot smaller than this one right here. If I was making banana bread and I gave you this piece and I gave me this piece, would you be happy? Nah, they're different sizes. So it is not equal parts. All right, so now we're going to work with the same shapes a couple of times, okay? We got James, Daisy, Gloria, and Carlos. They all have different rectangles divided into different parts. So let's go through. We have a couple questions about these shapes. Ready? Number 1. What are the parts of Daisy's garden called? So we see Daisy's garden here. This part is called a what? Is it a half? Is it a third? Is it a fourth? If you said it is a half, ding, 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 ding. Pat yourself on the back. Awesome, awesome job. All right, question number 2. Did Carlos divide his garden into fourths? Take a look at Carlos. Is this garden divided into fourths? 4 pieces. I mean, it's 4 pieces, but are they equal? Look at how big the top ones are and how small the little bottom ones are. Not equal, not fair. All right. What about number 3? How many parts does James have in his garden? Okay, so let's answer that question first. How many parts are there? 4. There's 4 parts. What is each part called? So I would say this is 1/4. Okay, so this is 1/4. This is 1/4. This is 1/4. This is 1/4. Who would have thought? And how do you know? Well, I know this because the shape is equally divided into 4 parts. There you go. So if I ask you, how do you know? Tell me how you know. All right. Here's number 4. How can Gloria's garden be divided into 2 equal parts instead of 8? Guys, it's just like my banana bread. So 2 parts, 2 parts, 2 parts. Oh, I could just split it down the middle. You get the left side, I get the right side. You could also split it side by side. I get the top, you get the bottom, just like my bread. I love it. Love it, love it. All right. So let's challenge yourself a little bit more. All right. Same shapes. Suppose Daisy, where's Daisy? There she is. Divided her garden into 3 equal parts instead of 2. So here's Daisy's garden, and she divided it into 3 equal parts instead of 2. Would these parts be larger or smaller? That's a very good question. So when I divide into 3 pieces, do I get a bigger piece, a larger piece, or do I get a smaller piece? Hmm. Well, let's look right here, even with my apples. If I divided this apple into 2 pieces, into halves, you get a piece, I get a piece. All right, look at the sides of those pieces. Now let's compare it to my slightly uneven thirds apple. You get a piece, you get a piece, and I get a piece. Thirds are smaller because you have to share. Think about that. You have to share with more people. So you get a smaller piece. Now I have a challenge for you here to write your own problem. So you can write any problem that you can come up with. Ooh, bonus points. Maybe I'll put it in the quiz. All right, so you can pause this and you can make your own problem, any problem that you can think of, okay? So if you share it with me on Etsy, I'm gonna find one that I love, and I'm gonna try to squeeze that into a our quiz, okay? So I know today's lesson was a little bit longer, but it's because it's something that's so new for you. Or maybe it wasn't new, but we were working on that vocabulary. All right? So right now, or take a break, go take a break for a minute and then come back. Go on Pearson Realize and practice a little bit. If you get done and you want more practice, go on IXL. If Pearson doesn't work for you, go on IXL. IXL is pretty friendly. I'm liking it. All right, guys. I hope you have an awesome day off tomorrow. I'll see you later. Bye.